Alright, now we're in Sweet Mountain, Act 1. Sweet Mountain. Oh, I love this area so much. I like the music. It's so kick-ass. Yeah, Sonic Colors' music, it's really good, actually. Well, then again, there's a SEGA here. I mean, if SEGA ever made a game with a bad soundtrack, that'd be fucking sacrilege. Yeah, but overall, yeah, man, Tropical Resort's really not that long of a stage, long of a world, or an area, as we should say, because this is an amusement park attractions we're going through, so now we gotta go through regions. We could have gone to Starlight Carnival, because they do give us an option, but I like going Sweet Mountain second, just cause. It's because Sweet Mountain is, it can be long, on times, and you gotta excuse my voice here, because, I'm battling a cold right now, you know, so you have to bear with me here. And now we get a new power-up, the Drill. I really like the Drill a lot. It's so kick-ass. You can take secret shortcuts like that, which are mandatory, like I said, if you want to get all the red star rings. Yeah, now the cool thing about the Wisps are their powers, but the one thing that I find a negative is you have to take secret shortcuts to get power-ups. You know, I don't like that, but it does encourage, multiple playthroughs. Like, you know, maybe you want to take this cool secret shortcut, you know, for speedrunning purposes. That's all I can think of. Yeah, so the drill power up is so kick-ass. Yeah, so. You know, it's fun to use, you know, and I like the fact that they brought the Wisps. The only game that the Wisps were warranted to be brought back was Sonic Runners, which is a mobile game, by the way. Now, since the game is a mobile game, technically everything is non-canon, so it's perfectly fine. You know, it's not a problem right there. And I nearly got shot right there in the face by that rocket. Yeah, now we're in 3D right here. And Sonic Colors, you know, the debate is this game really 3D or is it a 2D Sonic game with 3D sprites? It's hard to tell because 80% of the game is 2D when you think about it. Like right now we're in 3D, but this is the only time we're in 3D when we're not running on a straight line. And I got that red star ring, and it was worth it. I like to classify it as a 3D Sonic game. If it's got 3D graphics, it is 3D in my opinion. You know, if it's got some 3D elements, it should be classified as a 3D game. Look, overall, the game is fucking fun, alright? Let's just agree to say that. Alright, get that red star ring right there. That's tick placement for a red star ring. And by the way, SEGA places a lot of red star rings in cheap locations. Some of them are trial and error. Alright, now we're in Act 2, and right off the bat, we kick off with a drift sequence. Yes, and the drifting in Sonic Colors is so much better than the drifting in Sonic Unleashed. In Sonic Unleashed, the drifting was a little bit clunky at times. It was too hard to drift while you're in Unleashed because it felt a little bit heavy, or the controllers felt a little bit clunky. That's the best way I could say it, but in Sonic Colors, Sonic drifts perfectly. And in Sonic Generations, he drifts damn near excellent. But then again, that'd be redundant of what I just said, which is perfect. And I love the backgrounds in Sweet Mountain. Oh, it's actually making me hungry, actually. Yeah, because right now I'm recording this on my day off, you know. It's early in the morning, you know, so I said, I don't know. Might get some, get something to eat later in the day. Yeah, so right here, you know, take out these enemies, you get a shortcut right here. Yeah, so finally it took me this long to mention it, but yeah, Sonic Colors actually is the first Sonic game that we got new voice actors. And for me, I'm a little indifferent to that because like I said, I mean, I really like the 4Kids crew just because I grew up with listening to the 4Kids crew. You know, obviously they brought, you know, Mike Pollock back as Dr. Eggman, which of course, you know, like, he's the best Eggman we ever had, so of course you gotta bring him back. He's cool. Now for Roger Craig Smith as Sonic, at first I did like him as Sonic just because of his voice, you know, but the problem in later games is no disrespect to Roger Craig, but dude, you bring no emotion to the table. That is my biggest issue. Alright, now we're in Act 3. Now, where was I? Yes, Roger Craig brings no emotion to his character whatsoever. Like, I hate the fact that in certain cutscenes, he just acts like chill and laid back. Like, what is that? Like, you don't bring any emotion to anything, you know. Like, I guess Sonic Forces would be the closest thing, but even then, you know, it's just like, no, it's just another day for him. Like, what is that? Now, me, quite personally, you know, well, obviously, the best voice acting change it could have done was for Tails. Let's be perfectly honest, for once, this is the best voice we had of Tails in a long-ass time. Tails' current voice actor is pretty good, too. So, that's a positive. It's just that, I just don't get it, you know. To me, honestly, in my honest opinion, I think Jason Griffith is the best Sonic. I mean, he did great work in Sonic Unleashed and Sonic and the Black Knight. Those are his best works. I honestly think he wasn't given enough time, you know, to prove himself, because Sonic 06 was such an atrocity of a game. I understand that, but oh well, it is what it is. Sometimes you don't know what it is. But still, you know, but I'm not saying that Roger Craig is a terrible voice actor. No, he's great and all. It's just like, whenever you're playing the role of a character, I expect you to bring some fucking emotion into the character when it calls for it. But oh well, that's besides the point. Oh, and speaking of that, if I had my way of picking the voice actor for that game,